If you're a Christian man, you may have felt this problem before. You feel like you have done all this work to sharpen the axe, and you're not sure what that axe is supposed to be applied to. This would be true if you go to church regularly, you read your Bible, you pray, you obey God, but you're wondering, is there something more that I'm supposed to be doing to connect with other people, to bear spiritual fruit, besides just making sure that my own life and my own family are in order? Well, if you're looking for a way that you can have a spiritual influence that's wider, there is a simple plan. Let me just tell you like a 3-step thing that you could do in 1 hour today. Make a video, put it on Facebook, talking about what you're reading in the Bible or what you're praying about, what's on your heart. After it's up, then you notice who comments or likes it. Message them and say, thanks for interacting with what I said. Tell me more about your thoughts about it. And then as the conversation proceeds, the 3rd step would be just go a little deeper. Ask them about their spiritual life. Ask them about what church they're at, what their beliefs are. Form a friendship, even if it's just somebody that you've only seen on Facebook. Just form a connection. That can translate to getting on the phone with people. That can translate to being in a Facebook message group with somebody, or a Facebook regular group, or just connecting with them through the comment section on your profile. It can eventually, depending on geography, lead to meeting people. The point, though, is that you should be open-minded to whether somebody might be a long-term value to you, and whether or not you could be a mentor or an influence in their life, an encourager, a Barnabas. So I say all this because I want you to understand you could start this and get it rolling in 1 hour. And if you're thinking to yourself, I have all of this knowledge about the Bible, and I have all these convictions, and I worship the Lord in my heart, and I love Him, but I want to have more spiritual fruit. I want to see God working through me. Well, God is going to work through Christians when they are together. And so you need to find men that you can work together with. And this is the first simple step to do it. Now, as you decide that this is something that you might consider, just say to yourself, how can I make a super short video talking about something I care about? And record it. Now, the very first time you record it, you might think, well, that was awkward. That didn't go very well. Listen to it. Try it again. Make the message short, maybe 2 or 3 minutes. After you do that, you'll get better at conveying the message because you've just said it once, you've listened to yourself say it, and now you're saying it again. So this is now the 3rd time that you've thought through these thoughts. If you don't like it, do it again. It'll only take you 20 minutes to do what I'm describing here. Get to the point where you don't say and where you know what you are trying to get at, and where you can say it with some conviction, and where you can say it without sounding like you're an actor. It's just you talking straight from the heart. Now, it doesn't have to be great quality. Think about it this way. The kind of person who sees your video and who says, I'd like to talk to a guy like that, well, that's the person that you're selecting for. So your video is going to do the work for you. It's going to pre-qualify people. If somebody really doesn't like your personality, then they're never going to see that video, respond positively to it, and even get started on that whole process I just described. But if somebody watches your video and they like what you have to say, they seem to think that you're the kind of person worth talking to, well, that's a good sign. So this is a process that's designed, like a dragnet, to pull in people that you might want to invest in. Think about yourself as the leader of a talent search, or as a professional recruiter. That's what you're doing with Facebook videos and with talking about spiritual things in public. That's what you see me doing. If you're curious about the method that I use and why I post so frequently and what the purpose of it all is, I went to a conference back in 2019 that was about social media and especially video, the opening landscape of video. And I realized from that conference that if I were to just get a little more comfortable presenting on video, not to be professional, but just to be okay, the world would be my oyster because I would be able to create a different level of connection with people and a wider range of people. And as long as you go into it thinking, the purpose of this is that I want to invest in people spiritually, then it's not going to be a waste, even if it only leads to one person watching your video and clicking like on it and having a conversation with you, because the conversation is the purpose of the video. It's not getting 1 million views on TikTok or something. So think about what you can do as far as creating an opportunity for spiritual connection and for investing and for bearing spiritual fruit. Could you do that in the next hour? Would that meet the unmet need in your life to take that axe that you've been sharpening and find something to apply it to?